Hey, thanks for joining me at Maggie and Matcha. We're going to be traveling the world in the videos that I'm be posting, and I'm happy that you're here to join along. I hope that you'll subscribe and share with your friends and family. So let me tell you about Harriet, a female African Harrier Hawk who decided to live up in our palm tree outside of our house. And then there's Skippy, her mate, who is very skittish. So we decided to call him Skippy because he's always skipping out of the palm tree. And the two of them were quite busy back in August, with Harriet often calling out to Skippy to come and mate with her. That's the animal world for ya. Once he was done, Skippy skipped out of there and wasn't around for very long. Meanwhile, Harriet spent a lot of time in the palm tree, as well as in other surrounding trees. The African Harrier Hawk is a bird of prey living in the sub-Saharan Africa. It's a gray bird with a yellow to orange face and beak. During mating season, though, the face is very orange. It also has yellow legs, and the Harrier Hawk has a black and white barring on the underside of its tail that you can see, especially when it's flying, when you look at the underside of the bird. If you listen closely, you can hear the call. And there she is, up in the palm tree, hanging out up there, watching the world, waiting for her Skippy to come and bring her some twigs and help her build a nest. My hubby got this picture of Skippy flying way above us, and you can see the underside and the barring underneath. He loved to hang out in the mango trees and spend a lot of time up there trying to pluck some of the twigs and branches, and then he would fly in to the palm tree and give them to Harriet, and she would make the nest and build the nest. I think they build the nest together, as far as I could tell. Here he was getting some branches, and eventually he flew away, but dropped the branch mid-flight, so he didn't end up getting it to her, at least not this time. So apparently they climb around trees, they hunt for prey, sometimes even hanging upside down. So they'll jump from branch to branch, flapping their wings to keep their balance. And then they'll be looking to eat tree-dwelling animals like birds and reptiles and mammals. So they hang out in the trees, all different trees in the area. And you'll see them up there different times of the day, looking for animals and flying around from tree to tree. Of course, there's a lot of time spent grooming themselves as they hang out up in the trees. Just so you guys all know, some of the technical information that I'm finding and letting you know about is from a website called wildlifevagabond.com. So that has been helpful to read about and learn about these African Harrier Hawks. The African Harrier Hawks are monogamous and they're very territorial. The other day, there were about 6 lilac-breasted rollers that were trying to get to their nest, and these Harrier Hawks were not happy about it. So there was a big ruckus about that. So both parents work at building the nest over a 30-day period, and it's a pretty big nest. I wish we had a drone so we could fly it up there and look inside the nest, but we don't have one. And of course it's made from sticks and twigs and things like that. And then sometimes they'll even use somebody else's nest, another bird of prey's nest, instead of making their own. And then they lay 1 to 3 eggs, which Harriet incubated for about 35 to 36 days while Skippy hunted for food. And then after hatching, Harriet stayed with the chicks. I don't know if there were 1 or 2, I have no idea, for about a week while Dad Skippy kept hunting for food. And as far as I can tell, only 1 baby was up in the nest. Sometimes if they have multiple babies, then one will kill the other baby. So now we need to name him or her. So what do you guys suggest? We have a new baby and we need a new name. So let me know in the comments what you would like to name this little baby. According to Vincent, our gardener, the reason the baby is spreading its wings like this and not flying yet is because their wings are not strong enough yet. So he has to wait, I don't know how long, maybe 10 days before his wings are strong enough. So he's just kind of hanging up there, watching the world from his high perch up in the palm tree. He's just hanging up there, enjoying life. And I believe that the father, Skippy, is still bringing him food. And he's just a happy camper looking around, watching the world. We've actually had 2 couples. I don't know if it's the same couple last year and this year, or whether they're different couples. But last August of 2023, we had a couple up in the palm tree. And we were away and we never knew whether they had a baby or not. But this year we named them and now we have the baby to watch and observe, which has been pretty fun. So that's the story of Harriet, Skippy, and baby. It's been so much fun to have you along on these videos to explore the world, and I hope you're enjoying them. It's fun to make them. I love to do photography, and I hope that you are enjoying them as well. And I hope that you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon.